tell you this story is not for you to feel sorry for me. The point is that I carry a permanent sense of vulnerability with me that I will never lose, and it's given me empathy to connect with the people in need in our community. My father was born in Brockton, Massachusetts, not far from here. He served in the Navy, and that's how he paid his way through college. He met my mother in New York City. My mother was born and raised in the Bronx. When I was 9 years old, my father went out for a walk in the morning and didn't come back. My mom went out to look for him. She found his body very close to the house. He had had a massive heart attack. He was 43 years old. She didn't have a job, and it was 1982, so we had a 12% interest rate on our mortgage, and I can't imagine the stress and financial burden that she felt. I know she didn't want me to see her break down, so she sent me to school that day. It was the loneliest day of my life. My mother and I grew incredibly close, as you would imagine, just the two of us together. She was my best friend. At the end of my freshman year, she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. She was 46 years old. She was given 3 to 6 months to live, and she told me two things. She said, 1, you can't drop out of school, and 2, I want to die at home. And you didn't say no to my mother. So thanks to some nonprofit hospice care, my mother's wishes were met. She was able to die at home at age 47 on the first day of spring. Being in a position, being 18 years old and knowing that you're going to be on your own with no safety net to catch you is terrifying. That's why I believe in public service. I know what good public policy can do and how it can impact lives. I'm a business person who believes in social justice. I worked most of my 20-year career at the intersection of food, finance, and innovation. My team and I worked creating new financial instruments to empower farmers, to give them choice. We helped them pay for health insurance through a program called Harvest Health. I also worked with the Iowa Treasurer's Office to create a program called Harvest Scholars, which helped farmers fund a 529 college savings account. When I came back to Rhode Island, the first thing I did was get involved in public service locally. I joined the board of the Summit Neighborhood Association. I'm on the board of the Rhode Island Public Health Institute. I served on a commission at Save the Bay on Program and Policy Committee. Mayor Taveras appointed me to the Board of Investment Commissioners, which gave me the insight that I have into the incredible problem that we have with the Providence pension system. I believe in social justice. That's why I've gone to the State House and marched to advocate for a woman's right to choose, to get guns out of our schools, and to advocate for diversity and inclusion. I'm passionate about entrepreneurship, and that's why I'm a founder of Ocean State Innovate, a diversity and inclusion event. My most important job today is that of being a parent and a spouse. My wife Molly is a pediatric neurologist. She works with children with Down syndrome, autism, and epilepsy. She sees some of the most trying cases here in southern New England. I'm a proud father to my 2 children. My daughter Kate, who's 8 years old and had just finished 2nd grade and is about to start 3rd grade, and my son Jonah. Jonah is about to start kindergarten this fall. I've too often seen us in times of economic challenges cut our way out of our problems on the back of our most vulnerable population by cutting our social safety net. We need to be financially resilient so that when we do have a setback in our economy, we're still prepared to support those most in need. I believe this strongly because I've been there. We're at the end of a 10-year economic recovery, and we still have 175,000 people who receive supplemental nutrition assistance in this state. We have the highest poverty rate of any state in New England. What are we going to do about the other issues that are plaguing our state and city? In the city of Providence, we have a $1 billion pension shortfall and an impending budgetary crisis. We have a central landfill that's going to be full in 2 years, and what's the current plan? To burn the trash? What are we going to do about climate change? Public policy issues are complicated, and and so are their solutions. To get the details of my recommendations, go to marktracy.com. I'm Mark Tracy, and I need your vote for state representative in the Democratic primary on September 12th.